Tab out, I have a map. Easily done. The base we just searched, the south coast tends to be where the battles take place. You have Kamishovo, Elektro, Cherno, then you have the three ghettos of Dubki, Novoselki, Chefesk. And these two areas tend to be very high risk. This tends to be the most looted area. These are barracks. There's actually three here. Let's zoom in one more time. 3 barracks, 2 jails, 2 hangars, and an air traffic control tower. This area is a collection of military tents that at one time, as you can see, had a shit ton of loot in it. After a certain patch, there's been no loot in these tents, with the exception of the mesh covered towers, which there's 3 of. Bang, bang, bang. These mesh covered towers still have loot in them, and good loot. This is used to be a high combat area. It's pretty deserted now. This area, very high combat. The entire airstrip can be sniped from these rooftops with good snipers. Guys will log in and out of these buildings with their long range scopes and pick you off looting these. Big tip, if you go to Balota, don't ever stop moving. If there's anybody at all on your server, they're more than likely looting these buildings. If you want to loot a less looted, less traffic, low risk spot that actually has equally if not better loot chances due to the fact that it's smaller so you can get around to the buildings better, you go to the military base that I was at, which is this. It is not a very far run from Balota. It may seem it, but I'm zoomed in. Absolutely not. This is where we were. This building is not indicating weapons. Absolutely weapons. On this video alone, you saw 2 in there. This is your office building. All of these little places I never bother searching because the yield is low. So the time it takes for me to search these tends to be a waste when I have this building, which 9 out of 10 times has a weapon or more. Barracks, hospital, barracks, barracks, barracks. This is a prime looting ground and an excellent place to go if you want to avoid the nuts crazy Balota airstrip. So with that, I'll leave you to it. Enjoy DayZ. Remember, everything changes, so the information I've just given could be null and void in a very short time. They patch it, change spawn points. People are going to start to come around this map a little bit more and use some of these inland places. You know, the Northwest Airfield, which is the biggest airfield in the game, used to be a very, very high hot spot for loot and such. Again, due to the fact that you have all these hangars which contain loot. You have a military base here which contains loot. You have these buildings all contain loot, fire stations, more hangars, air traffic control tower, and back in the day, this area here, which also contained a ton of loot. These are military tents again. The only tents here that still have loot are the ghillie covered sniper towers. They'll have mesh over them. They'll look like a little bunker. Those still have loot. If you are up this far and you want to make the walk, another little hot spot tucked away in the woods up here. So with that, it's Captain Zissou. Enjoy your game. Don't be a dick. And hopefully I see you on the battlefield.